Hi everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Nice to meet you all, and let's start our today workshop. So today we do not have some questions, and we decided to make workshop. I think it will be interesting format for all of you. So yeah. We will have two parts of our today online meeting. The first part will be some kind of lecture about prioritization, some main things. And the second part will be workshop when you should do some work by your hands, by yourself about prioritization, and then we will discuss your question about this topic. So I will share my screen and let's start. Yeah, so our main topic for today is about prioritization. Anytime when you have some questions, you can send these questions in our chat. I will see them and answer, of course. So feel free to ask some questions about our topic. Yeah, good. So let's move on. I think you know me. I work as a chief product officer at Skyeng, and Skyeng is #1 educational startup in Europe. It's really big and have a lot of product managers. So in the company right now is more than 60 product manager guys, and I working on growth of these guys, and I working on hiring the best product managers from market. So, and also I'm sharing some my experience from other directors and product managers on our community, and I'm really glad to share some my experience with you and answer on your questions, and sometimes you also share some interesting insights, information, and so on. Yep. So let's talk about prioritization. I'm absolutely sure that prioritization is one of the superpowers of product manager guys. It's really important to you as a product manager to working with prioritization, to know right tools and right tips and tricks to working on prioritization of your product. And and why we need prioritization? Do you have some ideas? Please write some your ideas in our Zoom chat. Yeah, let's check it. So why we need prioritization? Why you as a product manager, as some persons who want to be a product manager, why do you need prioritization? How it can help you or your company? Yeah, please write some your ideas, some your answers in our chat. Giacomo, thanks. Akil, thank you. Focus our effort on the most valuable features and reach objectives. Nice. Build the best features. Yeah, to find the right ones. Make sure we develop the most important features. Yeah, that helps for our business. Sure. Develop most useful features first. Yeah. So we working to help our business and to help our users. And the problem is that we have a lot of ideas. Yeah, solve the right problems. Sure, right. Making the business to go live as a per the client expectations. Yeah, it's also work about expectations. So sometimes you need, for example, prioritization, not only for your team, for example, development or design or analytics team, but you need it also for your like business owners, like your stakeholders, like CEO of your company. Yeah. Mhm. User-centric features to be released in each iteration. Nice, cool. Yeah, and the main thing, yeah, is because every member of your team, every member of your company have some ideas what you should do in your product, and a lot of your customers have also a lot of ideas. Which features do you need to make in your product? And 100% that you can't do all of these features because you have a small team. Usually it's like 3, 5, 10, sometimes 20 engineers, but it's not enough to make all of features. So yes, we should understand which are the most important features for our business and for our users. Yeah, and also if we see on work of product manager guys, it's about making decisions. Yep. So product managers, it's some kind of machine which makes ton of decisions every day. Yeah. So you get a lot of information from market, from your development team, from your stakeholders and business guys, from your marketing team, from some competitors. And every day you should make a lot of decisions. Should we make this feature, or maybe we should change this feature, or maybe we should stop making this feature? Yeah, and like every day you as a product manager should make a lot of decisions. And also as a product manager, you're trying to do the best, to make the best decisions, because it's your job, it's your work. And today I choose to talk about prioritization because it's one of the most important things to making right decisions. Yep. So what do you need to make the right decision? You need the right information from market, from users, from analytics. It's like first part. And as a second part, you need like a right algorithm to make decision on the data that you have. And this algorithm, some of this algorithm is about prioritization. Yeah. And I work with a lot of product managers in Europe and in other countries. I talked with a lot of IT companies such as Netflix, Airbnb guys, Amazon guys, PayPal, and other. And I see some interesting patterns. So I asked them, how do you do decisions on prioritization, and which algorithms do you usually use to make these decisions? And after a lot of discussions, I find some interesting things. So it's about some estimation methods that usually using companies. So usually it's like combination of two estimation methods. It's like first category, it's like fast estimation methods. And after that, like a second step, company usually use like slow estimation methods. So what is the difference? As I said, prioritization take two steps, quick one and slow one. And how usually we can use these steps as a product managers? Usually we have a really long backlog of our ideas, of our features, and so on. It can be like 100 of your ideas. And if you try to make like slow estimation method of prioritization, it takes a lot of your time. So it can take like 1 week or maybe 2 weeks only to make some estimations, and it's a big time for you and for your team and for your business. That's why usually product managers use firstly quick estimation methods, and then discard like 80% of features. So on the start of your first step with a fast estimation, you have like, for example, 100 features. And then after fast estimation, you have only 20 or maybe only 10 features. And it's really easy to use some slow estimation method for this. So let's see some examples of these methods of fast estimation and slow estimation. Yeah, the simplest one method is about its name, like planning poker. It's also using in Scrum and Agile methodology, and it's really easy to understand and to using in your team. It's about benefits versus development cost. So how does it work? Firstly, you should understand, you should check with your stakeholders, with maybe other product managers, some average score of benefits from your feature. So how does it work? For example, you have a meeting with your stakeholders, and you have like 5 features, and you are starting to discuss them one by one. For example, you said, okay, let's discuss feature number 1, and then you said some words about this feature. After you describe this feature, you ask guys in your team on your meeting, please show some score for this feature. Show like 1 finger if it's not so useful feature. Show 2 fingers on your hand if it's medium feature, and show like 3 fingers if it's really valuable for business and for users feature. Yeah, so 1 if this feature is not so important for business. 2 fingers if it's okay, but not critical, not the best one, and 3 fingers like it's the best feature. And everyone in your room, in your meeting, show 1, 2, or 3 fingers for the feature number 1. After that, you can get average score. Yeah, so yeah, for example, you get scores like 1, 1, 3, and 3. Yeah, so yeah, you get like 8, and average score will be 2. And then you said, okay, let's estimate benefits from feature number 2. And all audience on your meeting also show some score, 1, 2, or 3. And after that, you also get some average score, some average benefit score about this feature. So after this meeting, you can fill the first column that name average benefit score for each feature. Yep. And after that, you will have another meeting, not with stakeholders, but with your development team, because you need to get some estimation about development cost estimations. And you do it the same way. So you ask your development team, guys, this is the feature number 1, and here's description of this feature. Can you please estimate this feature? And please show 1 finger if it's really easy to develop this feature. Please show 2 fingers if it's like medium estimation of time, for example, and show 3 fingers if it's really hard feature for you to development. So, for example, if it's easy feature like 1, 2, or 3 days of development, your team members can show like 1 finger. If it's some medium feature, like 1 or 2 weeks maybe, your team can show 2 fingers. And if it's really crazy hard feature, like 1, 2, 3 months maybe, your team members can show 3 fingers. After that, you can see on your teammates and count average development cost for feature number 1. Then you said, okay, thank you. Let's choose feature number 2. Here's a description on this feature, and please give your own estimates. So each member of your team show some estimate, as a developer. Some guys show 1 finger, some engineers show 2 fingers, and some maybe show 3 fingers as a big feature. So after you discuss with your development team all of the features and get estimation on average development score, you can fill the second column that names average development cost. And that's all. After that, it's easy. You can count the percentage. Yep. So you take average benefit score for feature number 1 and divide it on average development cost score for this feature number 1, and you get some percentage. It is column number 3, and you can see it on a screenshot. And after you fill out this column, you can understand, okay, I see that the feature number 2 and feature number 3 on my example are the best one, because they are really big, the percentage. Yep. And other is really small. I do not take these small features on the second 2, like slow estimation. So here is a really simple mechanic that help you to make first estimation of your features. You only need to get some benefit score and some development cost score, and that's all. Next thing will be about some slow estimation. There are a lot of different mechanics. I choose only one for today. It's about RISE score. RISE is it's about reach, impact, confidence, and effort. So you can see on this slide what does it mean. So for every feature, for every your project or feature, you should ask yourself some questions. The first one is about reach. How many people will this feature impact? And then you write down on your spreadsheet answer on this question for all of your features, as on screenshot. Then you ask yourself about impact. How much will this impact each person? Yep. Is it really helps for your audience or not so much? So if it's really, if you think or you do some customer development and you really feel that you can make a big impact on your audience, it's a free score. If it's okay, it's a 2 score. If it's medium, it's 1 score, and also you can see low and minimal score. Okay, it's the second column in this method. The third column and the third question is about, it's really interestingly, it's about confidence. So it's a really personal question for you and for your team. How confident are you about these estimates? Do you really believe in this feature? So it's some interesting coefficient. Yep, and you write some your confidence. For example, you do this kind of feature before in previous releases, and you said, okay, I have some experience about this feature, and I absolutely believe that it is a good feature for our business and for our users. So you can set like 100% confidence. But sometimes, in a lot of cases, you have a really new feature, and you don't understand anything about this feature, and you do not have any experience about this type of feature. So you can set some low, like 50% or sometimes 20% confidence in this column. Okay, and the fourth column is about effort. So it's similar as development cost. How many person months do you need, or person weeks maybe, do you need to make this feature with your engineering team? So you ask your developers and fill out effort column. After that, you use a formula, which you can see in the title of this slide, and you get some RISE score. So, and then you can, you can take the better feature, which has a higher RISE score. The RISE. Okay, I will check. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah. So yeah, you can use this for slow estimation. Yep. You can understand about reach, about impact, about your confidence on this project or feature, and you can divide This one by effort score, like development score. Yeah, it's the first part of our today webinar and meeting. And if you want to see some other methods of prioritization, I will drop this link into our chats in Telegram and in WhatsApp. And also I will send there my presentation after our meeting. So you can check its interesting scheme with different prioritization methods. And I think it can be interesting for you to check it after our meeting today. So the next part of our meeting is a workshop. And let's check our task for today. Yeah, let's see it. So, for example, you can imagine that you're working as a product manager in some business. And this business is about home food delivery. And it's a small business. Your company is like, well, 1 year old, for example, and you have 1,000 orders per day and 14,000 customers. And your goal for next quarter for first quarter in next year to show some growth of orders number from 100, from 1,000 to 5,000. And also, it will be helpful to grow B2C sales and pumping up some your B2B direction. So the main question is, what free features will take in the next quarter, in the next year, and why? And here we have some feature list, so you can read these features. Here's 7 features, and you should understand on your own opinion what free features the best one and why. So you can choose only free features. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's take like 5 maybe or 7 minutes, and when you will have your answers, you can write into our chat. And also really important note for you: if you need some additional information about this company, you can write some answer in the chat, and I will give you some additional information. So you have this info and you have feature list. But if you need some additional info about company, about features, about something, feel free to ask in our Zoom chat, and I will give you some additional info. Maybe it will help you to make right priorities on these features. Yeah. So take your time right now, like 5 or 7 minutes, and try to choose only free features, like number 1, the best one, number 2, nice enough, and number 3 feature. And when you will be ready, please write this info into our chat. Mm-hmm. And if you want to get some additional info, you can ask me in chat. Yep. The question, what is that we can forget about the clients? Sometimes you have some order, maybe from your clients, and your sales team forget about this order, or forget about some application from your client. Yeah, and yeah, something like this. So, for example, you have a phone call from your client and your sales forget about this phone call and didn't give some answer to your customer, for example. I see. Yeah, we have 3 or 5 minutes, so take your time to think about. And what is your main problem today, which prevents you to get above? Nice question, Charlotte. Yeah, the main problem, we have like 2 parts of problem. The first one, we need more traffic. Yeah, we need more new users. It's the first one. And the second one is about some operations things, because our warehouses are really full, and we can work with more orders per day, because we have only few warehouses and they are really full, and that thing stop us from getting more and more orders per day. So it's about traffic of new users and about warehouses, because we have only a few warehouses right now. Yeah, and yeah, it was a nice question, and please think which questions you should ask me to get right information for your decisions, because you right now ask only 2 questions, and I think it's not enough questions to get right decisions on your prioritization. Yeah. And so please think about on which questions you should get my answer, and write these questions in our chat, because it's like a real situation. You have some ideas, but you do not ask some important information, and you can make a wrong decision as a product manager. So to try to ask me, nice, Giacomo. Yeah, of course, we have some estimation from our development team, and thank you for this question. And it's a really important question, because we should understand how many time does every feature takes. So here is some answers for your questions about estimation. So you can see like 2 weeks or 1 week. It's about development, time for development of this feature. And also you can see some additional information from your analytical team and from our operations team. So everyone, as you can see, we get some additional information from our development team and analytical team. It's marked with green font. So please check this, and maybe some of pieces of this information will help you to make right decision. So let's take like 3 additional minutes, and please see on this info and choose only 3 features, the best one that you think. And after that, please write down it on our Zoom chat. I see right now only 2 answers, but we have a lot of participants today. So like everyone try to write your answer. It's not a problem if you write wrong answer. Nobody cares right now. Yep. But let's do this exercise, this task, and write your own answer. Yeah, I mean that right now, like every day, our warehouses are 80% full. So if you trying to get more customers, it will be hard to move their orders on your warehouses because they are almost full. So it can be a risky situation. Yep. So you need to maybe to make new warehouses to grow fastly or choose some other ideas. Yeah, about deadline. Thank you for this question. Is deadline is like first 3 months of the next year. So it's like a quarter number one. So we want to grow from 1,000 to 5,000 in a 3 months. Thanks. I see answers. Nice. Other participants, please also choose your ideas, your best 3 features, and write them down in our chat. And then we will discuss your ideas and my ideas and so on. Yeah. So please feel free to send your ideas into our chat. Yeah. Thank you. Let's wait like 1 or 2 minutes, and then we move to discuss our ideas. Yeah. So everyone, please. It's time to. Okay. Giacomo. Yeah, I see. Thank you. So everyone, please write down your ideas. Your your features on the next 3 months for your team. Okay, yeah, I see. Thanks. Nice. So, priority. Yeah. And as I understand, right now you can't see answers of other members because in Zoom, here's like 2 options. You can send to all panelists, or you can send to all panelists and attendees. So please choose the second one option, is all panelists and all attendees. And it will be more interesting for all of you to see answers of each other. And I will resend some your information into our chat also. So you can see what variants, what options does other members of our conference choose. Yeah, so I sent some of them. Yeah, so let's wait for the last minute, and everyone try to write your answer, like, yeah, numbers of these free features that you and your team will take on the next 3 months. Thanks, Mai. Yep, I see. And thank you to choose all panelists and attendees, and everyone on our conference also can see your answer. It's good. Yep. Okay, 30 seconds. And yep, Naween, thank you. Naween, sent this idea. Cool. Okay, so on the next slide, yeah, thank you for your answer. Nice, yeah. So let's check. Let's check. I do some tricky things in this feature list, and I want you to check, to make some small checklist and check, do you make some errors or you don't. So let's check each other and yourself about some mistakes then you can make. I choose like 5 important things. You can check it one by one with your mindset and with and understand about you. How many stars can you get yourself? So the first one, you should understand cost of development. Yeah, and thank you for those person who asked this question, because yeah, it's a really important question. You need to understand not only about the benefits, but you should definitely understand about cost of development. Yeah. So if you think about development cost, you get 1 star. The next thing is about some risks, because in every company you have some risks, and some of you ask me about operations, about warehouses questions, and it's really good, because if you ask other, yeah, I will send my deck into our Telegram and WhatsApp channels, of course, and then you can see some video of our today's session. So let's check. First one is cost of development. So you should ask your developers. Second one is about risks in your company. So you should ask your operation team, your CEO, other guys, do they know some risk or some things that can hurt you from growing? And in our example, we have this risk because our warehouses were full and we can't make this grow. Yeah. So if you think about some risks, please take star number 2. The star number 3 is about some your estimations. Yep. If you make some small estimations, maybe like as I said, poker planning, maybe, or rice, or maybe some other estimations, you can understand. You can, for example, see on some similar features like subscription or referral program, and understand which feature are better in our case. If you do something similar, please take star number 3. It's not so easy, I know, but if someone do it, yeah, take the star number 3. The star number 4 is about sometimes you have a lot of unreasonable features. So, for example, your marketing team asks you to make redesign, and you ask them, why should I do redesign? And they said, we think redesign will be good, but it's a really strange thing. Yeah, they do not show any numbers to you, do not show any anything about why should you do this feature. And we have also these ideas in our features list. It will be about redesign and chatbots. And if you understand that it's a strange features without any additional useful information and skip these features, please take star number 4. And the 5th star is really for the best ones, guys, because it's a tricky star. This star is about that you can choose not only from my list as 7 features, but you can add some your own feature in this feature list. Yep, because in our task will be because in our task is some words about B2B team. But if you see the list of features, there is no any features about B2B. And if you think that it is strange, and if you think that you can add your own feature on this list, you can get star number 5. So let's check. Yeah, please write into our chat how many stars did you get. Is it Is it 1 star about development? I think all of you get this 1 star because you asked me about development cost. Is it 2 stars or maybe 3 stars? Let's check. Please write some your score into our chat. Is it 1 star or 2 stars? Oh, 4 stars. Congratulations, 3 stars. Strong enough. Good. Yep, 4 stars. Nice. Yeah. Anyone else? Please also write. It's a really useful checklist, and sometimes I use it to check myself, to check my decisions. So I think this checklist is also can help you. Yep, 3 stars, nice. It's strong enough, and right now you know how to add additional stars for your estimation, for checking your results. Cool. Yeah, and at the end of our today session, I will show my answers. So we can check it, and I will say some words why I choose one features and do not choose other features. Yep. Of course, everyone can choose their own features. It's okay, but my feature list is here. So on the first position, I will put IT integration with partner warehouses, because if we do not do something with our warehouses, we cannot grow. Yes, because our warehouses are 80% full. Yeah, and it is a big risk for our company, for growing of our company. So it's feature number 1 in my feature list. Feature number 2 is a referral program. What I did, I think, okay, I have some information about referral program. It can give me 60% of new traffic. It's nice, but it takes some time. It's like 6 weeks. It's yep, 1.5 of months, a lot of time. And I have another nice feature as subscription model. It's also good feature, and I trying to choose what is the best one in in our case, and I do some RISE score for these features. So I check how many benefits I get from referral program and from subscription model, and how many efforts, like development cost, I should give on this feature. And in this score, referral program wins, in my case, with these green numbers that you can see here. On as a third feature, I can put subscription model. It will be also okay, but I think, my company asked me to working on B2C sales and also working with new B2B direction. But in previous feature list, I cannot see any features about B2B, and it's strange because as a product manager, I should my company and my CEO to reach goals of my company. So I save some place for some important feature for B2B direction. I said, okay, I will take some time and put here some nice feature for B2B department. And other is under the line, not in the next quarter. Why? Subscription model, as I said, has a less RISE score than referral program. On CRM system, it's a good feature, but it takes a lot of time, firstly, and secondly, as information from our operation, we do not have any complaints from our user. And 6, 7, and 8, I don't have any information about why do we need these features, so I skip them. Yep. I see the question. Yep. Could I explain more specific how I estimate and calculate RISE score for each feature? If you don't have time, one detailed example for one feature is enough for us. Okay, yeah, let's make some small RISE score for one of our features. So let's take, for example, referral program. Or maybe, okay, let's take this one feature. And let's try to make some RISE score for this feature. Yep. So I should understand about reach, of this referral program, and I have some information that 60% of so how works referral? We're working with our audience, and they give them friends and so on. So let's imagine that that our referral coefficient is 1. So Usually, our current person and customer invite one other guys, one friend. So reach will be 60%, and 60% is about how many audience do we have? It's 14,000. So if we take 60% from our audience, it will be 8,400 reach. Okay, customers. So here's some estimation of reach. Then let's check impact. Yeah, how we can make it. So impact is it really helps for us as a company or for customer, like referral program? Usually, I think that referral program helps for customers and helps for company, because usually in referral program, customers give and get some benefits from company. For example, I think you know a lot of things that, okay, invite your friend and get some additional things or get some small benefits or something like this. So here for impact, I choose like medium, like 1x impact. Then confidence. Well, what about confidence? I think I know that a lot of companies have referral programs. It's right. Like a lot of companies have referral programs. So for me, confidence is quite high. So it can be, for example, 80%. It's confidence and effort. We know information about effort. It's 6 weeks. It's a big effort. So I put here 6. Yeah, it's a 6 weeks. So after that, I can do RISE score. It will be number of customers as a reach, multiple impact as 1x, multiple our confidence as 80%, and divide by our effort. So yeah, with this calculation, you can get some score for this feature. And yeah, I can do these calculations. Let's check. Yep, and confidence and divide by 6. So it will be RISE equals 1120, something like this. And let's check it with other RISE score. For example, with subscription model. Yeah. So subscription model is also really interesting feature, and also is important feature for a lot of companies. So let's check. As you know, now we need to understand about reach. Yep, and we have some information about reach. It's 5% of our audience and 5% of our audience. It is how many percent? It's 700. Okay, it's about reach. Then about impact. I think impact for our customers will be the same or maybe low, because when you use a subscription model as a customer, you do not get any additional benefits. Yep, so it can be 1x or half x, so something like this. Then let's check confidence. So confidence, I think, will be the same, because a lot of companies use subscription model, and yeah, and you can talk with some product managers from other companies to check this, but I set confidence like the same, 80%. And then we should check effort. It's about development cost, and we have this information. It's 2 weeks. Okay, let's check RISE score. So for this feature, RISE score will be 720 multiple 1x multiple 80% and divide by 2. Let's check these numbers. Multiple 80% and divide by 2. It is z score. So you can understand. So RISE for referral, we got like this one, and RISE for subscription, it's lower. Yep. So that's why I choose referral feature as the highest one in my feature list. Yep. Is it help for you, this example, in in real data? Yep, how to use RISE score. If you have some questions about this RISE score, or maybe about our task, yep, you can ask me right now your questions, because we do all of our task for today's workshop. So yeah, we have some time, a few minutes, if you want to ask some question, or you can also ask me in direct messages in WhatsApp or in Telegram. Yeah, sure. Okay, so if you do not have questions right now, I will send my deck and recording of our today workshop into our Telegram chat and into our WhatsApp chat. Yeah, would you introduce yourself? It was on my second slide. Yeah, I can say it one more time. Yeah, I working in Skyeng and working like 10+ years in product management and I working in companies with that have 100+ millions of users. It's like biggest social networks and biggest search engines companies with millions of users. And yeah, today I share my experience with you. Yep, and working in Skyeng, it's #1 educational company in Europe, and have like 60+ product managers in our team. How to make decisions in absence of enough data, like reach or efforts? Nice question. Thank you for this question. It's the biggest question for product managers because you will never have enough information. So you can make only some ideas or some estimations and change it time by time with some your experience or experience of your colleagues. Yeah, so usually it takes like 2 steps. The first step, you're trying to get all of information that you have from your analytical team, and they give you some information, but it's not enough information, and yeah, it's the usual case. And then you're trying to make some suggestions about this information, and these suggestions depends on your experience. Yeah, and if you have only little experience, so you can ask some your more mature colleagues, yeah, from your team or from your company or from market. What should one do with a request for SEO? For example, where it's difficult to make estimation about reach and confidence. Request for search optimization. Yeah. Yes. And you can make some useful additional step. For example, your marketing team give you some idea like, hey, we need to make some search optimization. And you should say, guys, I'm working with this methodology where I need some estimation on, for example, on reach and impact. Can you make, as a marketing team, some suggestions what can be reach of your search optimization idea or feature? And you ask your marketing team about these numbers, and they can help you and trying to find or trying to estimate, because they have more experience in marketing than you, I think, and they try to give you some numbers or try to estimate these numbers. Yep. About reach calculation, should we calculate as so the question, what is your question? How to calculate reach? Usually for example, you make some I see customer additional percentage. We estimate that more people will use this feature in another way. He is made on the basis. Yeah, sure. Usually reach is less than 100%. So for example, if you have some landing page, like main page of your company, of your product, and you put some feature on this page, it will be near 100 or, for example, 90% of reach, because a lot of people will see this feature. But if you put your feature on the like third screen, where only, for example, half of your audience reach this page, it will be 50% of a reach of your feature. So yeah, usually it's less than 100% reach. Landing page has the best reach, near 100%, and other page of your product or your application has less reach. So you should understand on what page you put your feature, and how many of your customers usually like day to day move to this page. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to change my existing domain to the product manager domain. What should I do to get into that? Someone asked how to move into product managers, into product management role. We have discussed this question on our previous webinars and meetings, and I think we will discuss it on the next one. So yeah, you can see some our video recordings from previous meetups in our YouTube channel, for example, and get some ideas and insights about this question. Okay, guys, so thank you for your participation. Today we have a lot of participants, and thank you for your activity. I think you a little bit pump up your skills on prioritization, because it's really important skill for product manager. And thank you all for this meeting. And have a good day, have a good weekend, and bye-bye. Yep. Thank you. Bye.